Hey guys, welcome to a new video of my advanced anti-cheat playlist. One of you guys commented on my post that I should make an anti-NoClip cheat, so here it is. Some of you guys might not know what NoClip is. NoClip is a method being used by exploiters to walk or fly through walls, buildings, and pretty much everything else. Detecting might get a bit tricky, but it's possible, and all that's server-sided, making sure the exploiter can't just disable the script. So before we start, I wanted to explain what method we are going to be using. For this video, we will be using raycasting. If you guys do not know what raycasting is, then I strongly recommend watching a tutorial of it. But as in small explain, raycasting is a feature provided by Roblox that allows us to detect if something is in front of the player. It's commonly used in advanced gun systems, to check if a shot hits another player or to simulate bullets hitting walls. However, raycasting can also be extremely useful for things like no-clip detection. In this case, we use it to check if a player is walking through a wall that has can collide set to true. If the ray detects that the player has passed through a solid object, it can flag suspicious behavior. So essentially, raycasting helps us track and detect physical interactions between the player and the environment in a very precise way. Before we start, please like and subscribe to support me if these videos help you. If you need an anti-cheat for your own game, feel free to write it in the comments and I'm going to make a video about it. And I just recently dropped my new tech hub. It has a lot of stuff like systems, UI designs, buildings, maps for very cheap prices. Feel free to check it out. Link is in the description. Here inside Roblox Studio, we will be adding a script inside server script service, and that will be the only thing we need for now. Now I want you to get the script from the description or comments down below and paste it inside. Now I'm going to explain line for line what the code does. All right, let's break down this anti-no-clip system line by line so you know exactly how it works. First, we start by getting the Roblox services we need: players, run service, and physics service. These let us track players, run updates every frame, and work with raycasting and collision detection. Next, we set up a few important variables. We tell the script how often to scan for no clipping, in this case, every quarter second. Then we define how far a player is allowed to move between scans. If they go farther than that, we get suspicious. And finally, we decide whether to teleport them back or kick them out of the game when they're caught. After that, we create a table to remember each player's last safe position. We also define the name of the collision group that we'll use to detect walls, usually the default one. Now comes the important part, the function that checks whether a player went through a wall. It starts by setting up a raycast that ignores the player's own character, so we don't accidentally hit their own limbs. Then it creates a direction vector between their old and new positions. We cast a ray in that direction and check if it hits something solid. If it hits nothing and the player moved a long way, that's likely a no-clip. We return true to mark it as suspicious. Now we hook into the heartbeat function. This runs every frame on the server. Inside it, we loop through every player in the game. For each player, we check if their character exists and make sure it has a humanoid root part, which is the part we use for tracking their position. We grab their current position and compare it to their last safe one. If the distance between those two positions is bigger than our limit, we call the raycast function to see if they went through something they shouldn't have. If the function confirms they bypassed a wall, we print a warning and either teleport them back or kick them, depending on your settings. If everything looks normal, we just update their safe position so we can check again later. And finally, we make sure to clean up their saved position when a player leaves the game. That way we don't waste memory. And that's the full breakdown of this anti-no-clip system. It's lightweight, server-sided, and gives you full control over how strict it is. You can easily customize it for your game, and it works great for obbies, PvP arenas, or anything with solid map boundaries. If this helped you out, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And if you want a part 2, maybe with speed hack detection or teleport zones, let me know in the comments.